All right, welcome guys to the channel. Welcome to Sean's Classic Trucks, or welcome back. Appreciate you joining me. So here we are all about the old iron. We find what we can, see if you could save it or if I could save it. Well, I saved these two, so let's check them out. Let's see what's going on with them. So starting with this 1971 Peterbilt Cabover. So I bought this from a friend of mine. And this thing had been sitting for many, many years. It breathed its last around 1994, and sadly the owner passed away, and a friend of mine decided not to do anything with it, and well, next thing you know it came our way. So here's a little bit about it. We'll start with the engine and the transmission. So this truck came with an 8V71N Detroit diesel. So it later was pulled out, I don't know why, and then a 6V92 was put in. And around 1994, like I said, is when this truck breathed its last. I actually talked to the driver that was driving it when it died, and he heard a big pop, and that was the end of that. So that's what's going on there. And for the transmission, this cross member here, and if you look at the, we'll look inside here. Transmission in this truck was a twin stick 4 4 Spicer. So going through the truck, I found this old shift knob here, screwed it on. See right there, that would have been for the secondary stick. They covered it up when they put the 13 speed in there. So take another look at the inside here. Little water leak. That's what the bucket is for. So in other shorts, I uploaded footage of the dash. It was dirty, hadn't been touched in a lot of years. So started using steel wool around the gauges, got some of the rust off, got more to go. So Jake switch right there. So yep, and then let's take a look around a little more. I gotta love climbing in and out of cabovers. So what you saw was sort of a sleeper cab. I don't know, maybe you call it more of a napper, but 73-inch single recess. So I got the build sheet from a Peterbilt historian, and he showed me what I thought all along was, yeah, the original color was red. Red and black. I don't know where the black was. I would love to find a picture of this truck from back in the 70s. So I kind of doubt anybody would know anything, but to give you a little history, this truck was purchased new by a large ag carrier here in California called TVT. Well, before they were TVT, their company was Bell and Griffin. Well, Bell and Griffin's company colors were black and red, and they were out of Gilroy, California, just south of the Bay Area. So then Coast County's Peterbilt sold them the truck. And fun fact about Coast County's Peterbilt, they are actually the oldest existing Peterbilt dealership. I can't remember if they were number 2 or 3. I think they were number 2. Connell Motor Truck Company being the first Peterbilt dealer here in Stockton, California. So yep, so that's where we've gotten. We got more to go. I have the 8V71 that's going to go in here, so we got a lot of work to do to it before it gets in there. We gotta see if it runs good. I know it turns over, but other than that, it might need bigger injectors. You gotta add jakes, so on and so forth. Projects are never ending. So to you guys who know, or maybe you're curious, if you buy something to build, you've got to be ready for anything. So nothing's ever that simple, but I look forward to building it. Detroit guys, you're gonna love this thing, because you know, who doesn't like that 2-cycle Detroit sound? I know I do. But spring suspension, we'll probably leave that even though it doesn't ride very good. So let's take a look at the passenger side here. When I bought it, there was a tarp over this window, but my friends that own the Peterbilt restoration shop called Cortland Truck Works, just south of Sacramento, California, they got me the window, got me these new handles, so didn't want to go into the rainy season without a window. But changing the window is not that hard. Just got to pull the panel off. Takes a lot of patience. You got to be ready for stuck screws and, you know, all that rigmarole. But, yep, so looking forward to it. So, yep. Let's go on to the next truck. So, next truck here is our water truck. Now, this thing's kind of special. You know, you might just see an old Peterbilt, yeah, whatever. No, this truck is very special to us because in our small business, we owned this truck in 1990. We bought it from the original owners. So I'll tell you more about our small business later. That's for another video. So that's why you got to stick around. But this truck was our bulk alfalfa pellet delivery truck from about 1990 to about 1996. Well, we always wondered what happened to it after we sold that portion of the business. After doing some digging, maybe you should do the same thing. Doing some digging, we found paperwork with the VIN number on it. And we were like, well, let's search it at our registration service. So right there is where Peterbilt has the VIN number, obviously. And they also have it generally on here or on the other side of the frame. So this one, you could see it right here. But yeah, so this one's got a little 350 Cummins in it. Let's fire it up. Oh yeah, baby, starts right up every time. Just the little small cam Cummins. It's not a powerhouse, but it's a lot of fun to drive. So over here at our warehouses, I'll be using this truck to keep the dust down over here later on, different part of the year when we do more storage stuff. So, yep. But here's the old color right here, Terrace Blue. And this truck was purchased new at FB Hart in Sacramento, 1972. And this is a December 1972 sale. I think it was built around September, but at the end of 72, that was the last of these old cabs. 73, it was the big window cab, like what most 359s are. They made the 359 too in a wide hood version of this, but so this is the last little bit of the little window cab. Check this out. Of course, where would an old truck video be without Jake's? Let's hear him. These old Peterbilts, man, they sure are fun. Fun to drive. Now, let's cruise a little bit. Hey, while we're cruising, you know what we should do? Let's go check out that Cabover down the way there. You see that? Maybe you saw it a minute ago. Turning radius sucks. Oh, this is horrible. Oh yeah. Yeah. The old school 13-speed shift knob. This Cabover we're about to check out does not belong to me. It belongs to my neighbors here, fellow tenants where we warehouse. So cool group of guys that got a small storage and transloading trucking facility there. They used to use this truck, but I don't know why they don't anymore. Hey, maybe if the channel grows enough, we'll be able to try to get this thing. Oh, hello. Oh, there's a wheelbase. Obviously spec'd for oversized loads. Some sort of construction stuff. Probably lumber or pipe or something. So needs a lower grill piece. Not in bad shape. Cab looks good. A couple things to be expected. So. Guys think you like it? Got the staircase in the front there. Old Cummins beige, big cam Cummins. You guys know Cummins to be red. Some of us know Cummins more to be beige. Plus you get the black and red N14. Weed burner exhaust. So, yeah, that's definitely be different to drive. Sitting behind this steer axle, sitting behind you like that, but yeah, well, who knows? Maybe we'll see what we come up with one day. So I'm always out looking for stuff, finding old trucks to rescue, looking for friends, you know. Birds of the same feather flock together, so we're always finding old stuff up and down the valley here, seeing what could be saved or seeing what's available. Oh, we forgot to look inside. Let's check it out. Ooh, not bad. Pretty clean. Little 15 speed. Huh. Love it or hate it, huh? So guys, so that'll do it for today, but we've got more work to do. So what you could do is comment down below, share, subscribe if you haven't yet. We're gonna play around with this stuff, old stuff, more. We've got plenty of work to do. Between polishing, mechanic work, cruising around, you know. See how loud those Jake brakes are if I put the camera on top of the water tank. And we are gonna do a giveaway when I hit 3,000 subscribers. It won't be that simple, but if you follow along, hey, you might be the winner. So, yeah, just a water truck's nothing too cool, but it'll be useful. So good. But hey, thank you for joining me. Appreciate you if you stayed this long. Most people don't have the attention span to do that, but good deal. Thank you guys. Until next time, see you soon.